for people, we know people with disability, one of the challenges we are talking about is people to have education. But you are very educated. Can you explain your education background up to the what level, though I know, but what level you went through with education, and how were you able to achieve that level?
Okay. I now have a master's in project management. I finished from the University of Dar es Salaam just 2019. And prior to that, I also did a bachelor in business administration in the same university. Back then, I finished my Form 6 at one of the girls' secondary school called Weruweru Secondary School in Moshi.
Yeah. Which year did you finish bachelor degree?
2013.
Okay.
2013, and master's 2019. Yeah. So I'm now pursuing for PhD, but not because I want the PhD. It's just as a way to dignify the lives of the most real person, because people believe it's like a symbol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like me, I want to do PhD just to have PhD, not just for the work one. What I can advise you, and one of the things I do is to give information to guide people on getting scholarships to study overseas. You don't need to go to study University of Dar es Salaam for PhD with the 4 or 5 years. Go to study in the US, go to study in Canada, just for at least those 2 or 3 years. Take a break, get experience from other countries.
Exactly.
So that is the area. If you want to go to study there, there is no problem. I believe you have very good scores. I have no problem with that. And then you can be able to work on those logistics and to apply. Or you can do another master just to go. For instance, right now, there is a master's for chevening to go to study in England for 1 year.
Okay.
And you can do another master.
Why?
What is the problem? But being there, it gives another perspective, another experience, exposure. So we'll work also on that particular area.
Thank you very much.
How did you manage to go, because we are talking about the infrastructure, to study and still get good grades up to the level you have?
Okay. As we've seen, my bachelor and my master's is for Open University.
Yes.
That means it's not a normal channel.
Yes.
That means I struggle all this way. At least from primary school, the school was a disabled school, Salvation. I mean, that was perfect. Yes. And I got good memory for that school. I thank God for that. Then from there, I was chosen to go to Jangwani Secondary School. It was a day school. I wasn't able to do that. So I was taken to Kilakala. The Kilakala school was still, the infrastructure was not that good. So I struggled.
Yes.
I really struggled. But I'm so grateful for one lady who helped me there by the name of Fatuma. She was trying to take food for me, you know, this kind of logistics. But still, I had my personal life, which tortured me really, and hindered my performance, I could say. And then even in Weruweru, the school was good spiritually, but sometimes the infrastructure somehow was not that good. But also, being not close to the family somehow, it hindered my performance. So I didn't do very well in my Form 6. Yes. But that's why I was able, it was not possible for me to go straight to so I had to do some courses so that I finished my bachelor and then also my master's. And I have a zeal, I have a passion to have my PhD.
And so that's why on the title of the book they say, it's not over until I win.
Yes.
Which is a very good spirit.
Yeah, it's not over until I win. And if you could just read more about it, it says, this is me. Okay.
This is me. This is me is a book that tells you to continue with the struggles, no matter the circumstances you face. You might be broke or broken, stigmatized or disabled, but life must go on. This book tells a story, a real life story of a strong African disabled lady who has gone through fire, and she still holds on her dreams. Reading this book will help you understand the truth behind the curtains of disabled world. It will help you get rid of stigmatization towards people with special needs. Disability is not inability. Rosemary wants you to understand that the most disabled people don't want you to feel pity for them. They just want to be loved and given the opportunities available. So, thank you. Yeah, which is very, very true.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah. So I have a passion to articulate to the university that disability is not inability. So I have a passion to educate the society and my fellow disabled persons, never giving up, never giving up, never giving up.
Definitely.
Never giving up.
And if I ask you, I know now the bigger project for the rest of your life is more about the center, more about
trust, which about
trust and more educational, making the book more worldwide, all those kind of things. Do you plan to write another book?
Yes, of course, yes.
On what matter?
The title that was just rolling on my head was Dear Husbands. And another one, Stop Stigmatization. So the two titles have been rolling all over my mind. Dear Husbands and Stop Stigma. Those are things that...
What will be about the Dear Husband one?
Yeah, to tell the real life about marriage and the love and the relationship and the passion and the intimacy and the development, kind of. So, sometimes you could think that you want to do something, but you can fail to do something. Yes. But then you have to do something. So it's just like somewhere there. Don't wait.
So if I ask one question, what were your dreams while you were a little girl growing up? What is your dream? What do you want to become?
Yeah, the only thing that I remember that kept roaring in my mind back then was I never want to be a beggar.
Yes.
And I said to myself so many times that I want to study very hard so that I can have my own job. That's the thing that I used to think back then. I want to study so that I can have my own job, so that I can help myself, so that I can help others.
Yes.
That was the spirit, that it was like this. I want to help, to have a job.
What you are doing right now.
Exactly. To have a job so that I can help myself, so that I can help others. So when I stopped that job, when I said it was a pinchy thing that I was the least to do, but it was necessary for me to do. But I did not know that something like this will come. So I now know that God wanted me to do that, so that I can have a wider range of helping, because there, due to pressure of work, I wasn't able to do it. I wouldn't even be able to write this book. So I'm glad that...
If I may ask this question, I don't want to look like very insensitive, but I want for people to understand, because one of the points you say, people not to feel pity on them. And because I had a brother of the same similar situation, I understand some of the things what he didn't want. But in the current situation, maybe you might be on your bike there, and you want to ask someone time, please. When you want to say please, someone is thinking that you are begging for money.
Exactly.
How does that feel like? What I just want to ask for the time or direction.
It's very bad, I tell you. And I feel like crying when I say it, because it's like people look at the person with disability like a person who always there ready to beg. It's very, very bad. So when I used that thing there, I really meant that people think that a disabled person always they want to be pitied, they want to be pampered. It's not
someone wants sometimes just let's go to have a story about Simba and the Young like normal other people.
Yes, exactly.
Simple.
Exactly.
Let's talk about politics like normal other people. It's
exactly.
Not about,
Exactly. And the thing that people don't understand, something that people with disability, they cannot love or be loved.
Yeah.
They are just normal humans, just like anybody. They have hearts, they have brain. So if they have brain, they can think through things. If they have a heart, they can also love and be loved, but with respect, of course.
Exactly.
So it's the thing that I want to have a platform to let people understand and give disabled people the right dignity they deserve. They are not dignified as they're supposed to. They're a normal person like anybody. And that some of the things are reduced. The capacity of doing something is reduced. Only that. It could be hearing or seeing or moving. Just the reduction of capacity in doing things. But the rest is perfect, just like other people.
How old is your son?
Now comes 18, going to 19.
What is he doing? Is he in school?
School, yeah, he's at school.
What level? High school?
High school, from 6.
From what combination?
PCM.
Wow, that's tough. I mean, I'm the worst in science, I'm the worst in math. So PCM, PCB, I give them high respect.
Okay.
Okay.